right? Today we will first discuss about the second order differentiation. So what is second order differentiation, right? So what we have been doing from the earlier videos of differentiation, we have been doing the first order differentiation. Now what is the first order, what is the second order or further order differentiation? Let me explain. Like suppose you are taking y as a function, okay? Now when you are differentiating this function with respect to x or whatever variable, for example with respect to x you are differentiating, so we can write dy dx equals to f dash x. That means we have made one time differentiation of this function. Okay, now consider this function as any real function like y equals to x square plus 2x plus 3. So we know this is a quadratic function. Okay, now if we differentiate it one time, then it will be called first order differentiation. Like suppose we are differentiating it with respect to x, so it will be 2x plus 2. So the first order differentiation of this expression or this quadratic equation is 2x plus 2. Now if it is asked that you need to differentiate this function in second order differentiation, right? So first order differentiation is 2x plus 2. If we again differentiate this one, then it will be called the second order differentiation of the first function. Okay, so that means it is f dash of x because one time differentiation can be represented as f dash x. Okay, and second order differentiation is actually represented as d2y dx square. Okay, that means nothing more that we need to differentiate 2x plus 2 expression again to get the second order differentiation. That means the differentiation of differentiation is called the second order differentiation. As simple as that. Like it will be, we know the derivative of 2x with respect to x will be 2, and derivative of 2 with respect to any variable will be 0 as 2 is a constant. So first order differentiation of this quadratic equation is 2x plus 2. And again if we differentiate this expression, then it will be called the second order differentiation of the first function. And it is first order differentiation for this function. Clear? I am giving another example, right? Suppose y equals to sine square x plus log x. Okay, this is a function. This is a trigonometrical function and this is a logarithmic function. Okay, now if we do a single order derivative, that means first order derivative, which we call dy dx, that is we are doing in our differentiation videos, right? So one time differentiation will be dy dx when y equals to, when y will be differentiated with respect to x, right? So as we know, the differentiation of it will be 2 sin x, and for sin x we need to again differentiate it, so it would be d dx of sin x, and we know d dx of log x would be 1 by x. So dy dx will become 2 sin x, we know d dx of sin x is cos x, right, plus 1 by x. So this is the first order differentiation of this function. So first order differentiation means if y equals to sine square x plus log x, then its dy dx will be 2 sin x cos x plus 1 by x. Now if it is asked that you need to find the second order differentiation of this function, that means it is asking you to differentiate this dy dx again to get d2y by dx square. As simple as that. Differentiation of differentiation is called the second order differentiation, right? So for d2y by dx square, which is second order differentiation, we need to differentiate this one again. Okay, so 2 constant, sin x constant, derivative of cos x is minus sin x, okay, and plus cos x constant, derivative of sin x will be, derivative of sin x will be cos x, right, and derivative of 1 by x would be minus 1 by x square, right? So now we will simplify this one. Okay. So what we'll get 2 minus sine square x plus cos square x minus 1 by x square. So this is the second order differentiation of this function expression, and this is the first order differentiation of this function expression. So that means this is dy dx and this is d2y by dx square. Just from the first order differentiation, we need to differentiate that function again to get the second order differentiation. As simple as that, nothing else here. Like the example I have given for a quadratic equation, like for a logarithmic function and trigonometrical function. So in this way it will be proceed, right? So okay, let me give you another example. Okay, let me clear it first. Suppose for example you have a function y equals to, let's suppose 10x to the power sin x plus e to the power x square. So let us suppose this is the problem. This is the problem, right? And we need to find the first order as well as second order differentiation. That means we need to find dy dx as it is called the first order differentiation, and we need to find also the d2y by dx square as it is second order differentiation. As simple as that, right? So as you can remember, whenever a function to the power another function exists, so in those cases, in most of the times we take log on both the sides, right? So if we take log, so you know it will be log y, it will be sin x log 10x, and it will be log of e to the power x square. So we know by default base of the log will be e, as always, as log natural we assume. Okay. So if we differentiate it with respect to x, it will be 1 by y di dx. I don't think I need to explain it again because I have explained this part in several of my videos. Okay. Now sin x constant, log 10x means 1 by 10x, and differentiation of 10x will be sec square x. Okay, plus as we know the base is e, so this power x square will be at the coefficient, right? So it will be x square only, and as the base is e and e is here, so log e to the base e, log e to the base e will be equals to 1. So that is only x square will remain in this part. Okay, so we can keep it up to this point for the dy dx, or we can, although we need to solve another step to get the desired answer, like dy dx equals to, now we can cross multiply this y to the right hand side. Okay, so we know y as 10x to the power sin x plus e to the power x square. So 10x to the power sin x plus e to the power x square, it will be y only. Now this y will be multiplied to this right hand side. Okay, so in the right hand side we have like sin x by tan x is equals to cos x, and we have sec square x, so it can be considered as 1 by cos square x. So cos x will be in the numerator and divided by cos square x will be at the denominator. Like for sin x by tan x it will be cos x, and for sec square x it will be 1 by cos square x. Okay, plus the normal x square we have this one. Okay, now 1 cos x can be cancelled out from both the numerator and denominator. So we have like tan x to the power sin x plus e to the power x square. Okay, multiplied with 1 by cos x plus x square. So this is the first order differentiation of that function. I mean of that function expression y equals to tan x to the power sin x plus e to the power x square. So for the first order differentiation, it is the expression. Now we will do the second order differentiation. That means we will differentiate this function again. As we have considered sin x and log tan x as u and v function. So at first sin x is constant, then differentiation of v is 1 by tan x, means differentiation of log x means 1 by x, so that means differentiation of log tan x is 1 by tan x, and again for the tan x we need to differentiate it, it will be sec square x. Now log tan x will be constant and differentiation of sin x will be cos x. Okay, getting my point? And here it is log of e to the power x square. Okay, so that means by default the log base is e for log natural, and as I mentioned that this power would be at the coefficient, so it is only actually x square. I mean to say that log of e to the power x square, by assuming e as a base, actually equals to x square. So this is actually x square part. So to differentiate to differentiate x square we will have 2x, right, as we are differentiating this function. Okay, now dy dx is this y will be multiplied to this right hand side. Okay, so we have y as tan x to the power sin x plus e to the power x square. So tan x to the power sin x plus e to the power x square, this is y, and now we need to simplify this part. So we know sin x by tan x equals to cos x, and sec square x means 1 by cos square x. So cos x by cos square x means we only have cos 1 by cos x. Although let me write it for you all so you do not get confused what I am telling. Like sin x by tan x equals to cos x, and sec square x means 1 by cos square x from the basic trigonometry, right? Okay, and here we can just write cos x into log tan x, nothing else to add here. Cos x into log tan x plus 2x as it is. So this is the first order differentiation of this function. To do the second order differentiation, what we need to do? We just need to again differentiate this whole part. Like the best way to do that, to multiply this part with tan x to the power sin x and plus multiply this part with e to the power x square, then differentiate it. Although let me tell you, in the any of the exams, like in the school exam or in the college exam or in any one of the competitive exams, this type of lengthy problems will not come. Okay, and if it is given, then they will ask to find the value of dy dx at x equals to 1, or find the value of dy dx at x equals to pi by 4, or find the value of d2y by d square, that means second order differentiation, at x equals to pi by 6 or x equals to pi by 2, because this will get much more lengthy problem. So that's why I have done only up to dy dx. So if it is asked to do the second order differentiation of that function, so you need to consider it as an fx, and you need to differentiate this whole part again to get the d2y by dx square. Okay, and you might get this kind of sum that find the value of d2y by dx square when x equals to some value like x equals to 1 or 2 or x equals to any kind of angle whenever we have in trigonometrical angles or something, right? So difference of first order differentiation and second order differentiation simply is that for first order differentiation we are differentiating one time, and for the second order differentiation we are differentiating it again. That's it. We can do the first order differentiation as well as second order differentiation with respect to x, with respect to t, or with respect to any variable. Process and steps will be absolutely same. Just in second order differentiation we need to differentiate the first order differentiation again. That's it. Okay, so we'll practice some of the problems in this so that we can rehearse the concept of second order differentiation, right? So we'll meet you to the next problem. So in this problem we have, if x to the power 7 into y cube equals to x plus y to the power 10, then we need to find d2y by dx square. That means we need to find the second order differentiation of this function expression, right? The process will be absolutely same. Just we need to differentiate the dy dx again to get the d2y by dx square. And let me tell you once that d2y by dx square can be represented as y2 also, can be represented as f double dash x also. Just keep that in mind. And first order differentiation, which we refer as dy dx, is sometimes expressed as y1 also, and sometimes expressed as f dash x also. So instead of dy dx, if any question you find where you need to find the y1, so do not get confused, you need to find the dy dx. But it depends, don't take it as a generic comment, because if you are in case of differentiation, I am telling you, it's not for any other mathematical topic. So suppose if you are doing coordinate, then xy point is a different point, x1 y1 point is a different point. So do not consider the x1 y1 point as the differentiation of the xy point. Okay, I am just telling this part as for the differentiation problems only, so do not get confused at all, right? Just keep that in mind while doing the differentiation. Okay, let's jump on to our main problem. So as we can see, x to the power 7 y cube equals to x plus y to the power 10. So I hope you have assumed that we can apply log to this expression. Okay, so if we apply log, we will have, like, if we apply log, then log of x to the power 7 y cube, and it will be 10 log x plus y. As you know, this power will come into the front whenever we are applying log, right? Okay, now what we need to do, we need to differentiate both the sides with respect to x. Why we are differentiating with respect to x? Because at the denominator it is dx square. If it is asked that you need to find the second order differentiation with respect to y variable, then we would have differentiate both the side with respect to y. Okay, like I meant to say that d2y by dx square is a second order differentiation. Also dx also d2x by dy square is also a second order differentiation, but this is when it is asked that differentiate a function with respect to y, then it will be the second order differentiation. And this is when you have asked to find the second order differentiation with respect to x. Okay, so do not get confused, right? Now let us get back to this problem. Now the differentiation, will differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So it will be 1 by x to the power 7 y cube, right? And okay, let's do one thing. Let us simplify another line, then we will move on to differentiate both the sides. Why? Because as we have log a into b, so consider x to the power 7 as a and y cube as b. So log a into b means log a plus log b as per the standard formula of log, right? So it will be 7 log x. Do not ask me why I have written 7 log x, and it will be 3 log y, because log a into b means log a plus log b, that means log x to the power 7 plus log y cube. So log x to the power 7 will be automatically 7 log x, because this power will be at the coefficient. Similarly for log y cube, the 3 will be at the coefficient, right? So it is equals to 10 log x plus y. Okay, now we are differentiating both sides with respect to x. Okay, so for 7 log x, with 7 constant, and for log x the differentiation is 1 by x. So 3 is constant. For log y differentiation is 1 by y. As it is y, so we need to write dy dx again, equals to 10 into 1 by x plus y, and differentiation of x plus y would be 1 for x, and for y the differentiation is dy dx, right? Now we need to segment the dy dx at one part and the other part in one side. Like, can we take this, like we'll be getting 10 by x plus y from this part, and here it is 7 by x already. So let us take 7 by x minus 10 by x plus y in this part. Okay, and let us take 10 by x plus y divided dx minus 3 by y divided dx. So we are taking this 3 by y divided dx to right hand side. Okay, so 10 by x plus y minus 3 by y divided dx. Just check once. 7 by x minus 10 by x plus y and 10 by x plus y minus 3. So it is fine, right? Now do the LCM. It will be x into x plus y. So we will be getting 7x plus 7y minus 10x. 7x plus 7y minus 10x. And we will be getting again y into x plus y, right? And 10y minus 3x minus 3y into dy dx. Okay. Now can we write it is as 7y minus 3x divided by x into x plus y equals to 7y minus 3x divided by y into x plus y into dy dx, right? So we can easily cancel out both the numerator part and the x plus y part from the denominator. Okay, so dy dx will be equals to this y will be at this side. So from here dy dx will be equals to just y will be at this part of the numerator will be y by x only. So we have got our dy dx and we need to find the d2y by dx square. So let me clear the first part. You can just pause the video and understand step by step, right? So we have got dy dx as y by x, as you can see, right? Now what will be d2y by dx square? Simple means just 1 by x constant, d dx of y would be dy dx plus y constant and d dx of 1 by x will be minus 1 by x square. Okay, so as we know the value of dy dx is y by x, so we can replace this value here. So 1 by x into y by x as dy dx is y by x minus y by x square. So as you can see y by x square minus y by x square, the answer will be 0. So the second order differentiation for this function is 0. Just follow step by step and see how I have solved the problem, how log been introduced and implemented to the problem, and how I have shown the differentiation at each stage. So it will be easier to understand and nothing to worry in it. Okay. So we'll move on to the next problem now. So in this problem, we will be finding the second order differentiation, means d2y by dx square when t equals to pi by 2. Remember, I was mentioning that you might be asked this kind of questions that find the value of d2y by dx square when t equals to, that means when a variable has some value, right? So as simple as that, like we will be proceeding as we do for the dy dx, and then we will again differentiate it and put the value of t on the respective places. Let us proceed, right? So if we differentiate this expression x equals to e to the power t with respect to t at both the sides, so it will be dx dt. Okay, and the differentiation of e to the power t with respect to t will be e to the power t only. Okay, and in case of y, like if we differentiate both these sides with respect to t as we did for x, so it will be dy dt, and for sin t the differentiation is cos t, as only cos t will be because no dt dx or dy dx will be there because we are differentiating with respect to t itself. If we are differentiating sin x with respect to x, then the differentiation is cos x only. So just like this, if you are differentiating sin t with respect to t, then it will be cos t only, right? Now, so dy dx will be like we did for several of our differentiation problems. So dy dx will be dy dt divided by dx dt. That means dy dt is cos t and dx dt is e to the power t. Okay. Now, to get the d2y by dx square, that means second order differentiation, we need to differentiate it again. Okay. So we are differentiating with respect to x. Just keep that in mind, right? So we have t at this section. So it will also needs to be differentiated with respect to x only, because in the left side we have differentiated with respect to x. In fact, our desired answer needs to be find out with respect to x. Okay. So we have u by v function, consider it as u function, consider it as v function. Okay. So v square v into derivative of u, that means minus sin t dx, sorry, it will be dt dx. Okay, it will be dt dx, as we are differentiating with respect to x. Do not get confused here. Okay, minus cos t will be constant and derivative of e to the power t with respect to x will be e to the power t dt dx. Okay. Now, as you can understand, we have the dx dt as cos t. So we have the dx dt as e to the power t. So dt dx will be 1 by e to the power t, right? So if we write 1 by e to the power t in place of dt dx, so as you can see, we can easily cancel out e to the power t part from the main problem, right? So what is remaining, as I can see, minus sin t minus cos t. Okay. So we have only minus sin t minus cos t as d2y by dx square. Now we need to do only the, do not forget that under that we have e to the power t square also, right? So what we have finally, minus sin t minus cos t divided by e to the power 2t, right? So if we put t as pi by 2, so it will be minus 1, okay, and cos pi by 2 means 0. So in the above it will be minus 1 only. Minus 1 will be at the numerator, and in place of t, if we put the pi by 2, then we will have only e to the power pi. So our final answer will be minus e to the power minus pi. So just go step by step and try to understand how I have proceeded to the problem. Let me recap it once. At first I did the differentiation for this expression with respect to t, and again differentiation for this expression with respect to t. So we have got dx dt and dy dt. To get the dy dx, we know dy dt needs to be divided by dx dt. So we did the same. So dy dt is cos t and dx dt is e to the power t. Now to get the d2y by dx square, that means second order differentiation, we need to differentiate dy dx again. That means cos t divided by e to the power t again, but with respect to x, as from dy dx we will go to d2y by dx square. So we will apply the similar concept of d dx of u by v. Okay, so we have applied the formula. Just look at this expression which I have written, but you need to, as it is t over here, like cos t to the power t, so you need to differentiate with respect to x. That means dt dx I have written. Okay, just try to find out from yourself. And after the simplification, we have just put t equals to pi by 2 to get the desired answer. Although if you have any problem to understand this solution, you can always reach out to me, right? So if you are finding this videos helpful, just do like our video and share with your friends.